The average American teenager spends 7 to 9 hours a day using some form of social media. Social media is consuming many people's lives, and I am here to convince you that it is becoming much more harmful than beneficial to many of the people who use it. Throughout this speech, I will discuss the most common types of social media, the effects that social media can have on a person's health, and tips on how you can limit your use of social media. I will begin by discussing the most common types of social media. There are many different types of social media that are very common in today's society. Let's start by talking about Snapchat. Snapchat is a multimedia messaging app used globally. It was created by Evan Spiegel, Bobby Murphy, and Reggie Brown, former students at Stanford University. One of the principal features of Snapchat is that the pictures and messages are usually only available for a short period of time before they become inaccessible to users. As of February of 2018, Snapchat had 187 million daily active users. Another very popular social media site is Twitter. Twitter is an American online news and social networking service on which users post and interact with messages known as tweets. Twitter was created in March of 2006 by Jack Dorsey, Noah Glass, Biz Stone, and Evan Williams, and was launched in July of that year. The service rapidly gained worldwide popularity. In 2012, more than 100 million users posted 340 million tweets per day, and the service handled an average of 1.6 billion search queries per day. In 2013, it was one of the 10 most visited websites and has been described as the SMS of the internet. As of 2016, Twitter had more than 319 million active monthly users. The last social media site I would like to talk about is Instagram. Instagram is a photo and video sharing social networking service that is owned by Facebook. It was created by Kevin Systrom and Mike Krieger and was launched in October of 2010. After its launch in 2010, Instagram rapidly gained popularity, with 1 million registered users at 2 months, 10 million in a year, and ultimately 800 million users as of September 2017. Now that I have shown how popular social media sites are, I would like to discuss the effects that it has on people's health. Social media affects people's mental and physical health in many different ways. Spending too long on social networking sites could be adversely affecting your mood. Many studies have linked overuse of social media to feelings of anxiety and depression. On top of increased rates of anxiety and depression, spending too much time on social media can lead to poor sleep. Numerous studies have shown that increased use of social media has a negative effect on sleep quality. Another problem is that while social media has made making friends easier, it also made it easier for predators to find victims. The anonymity that social media networks provide can be used by bullies to attack people and terrorize them in front of their peers. These online attacks often leave deep mental scars and even drive people to suicide in some cases. You'll be surprised to find out that cyberbullying isn't just affecting kids, but also full-grown adults. Fear of missing out, or FOMO, is a phenomenon that was born at about the same time Facebook was. It is one of the most common negative effects of social media. FOMO is basically a form of anxiety that you get when you're scared of missing out on a positive experience or emotions that someone else is getting. This fear is constantly fueled by your social media engagement. Social media also helps you to form unrealistic expectations of life and friendships. The networks that do it the most are Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram, mainly because these social media platforms severely lacked online authenticity. Finally, I would like to offer some tips on how to limit your use of social media. If you realize that you need to take a break from social media, then don't worry. There are many strategies you can use. One strategy is to turn off any notifications so you only see alerts when you're logged into your account. If you aren't getting alerts from the social media sites, it will significantly reduce the temptation to log on to that website. Another strategy is to delete any mobile apps you use for social media. In doing so, you will make it much less accessible and much more of a hassle to use that social networking site. You should also work towards only checking your social media twice per day, preferably once in the morning or early afternoon and once at night. Giving yourself a time limit can also be very helpful. It can be anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes a day, but shouldn't be more than that. That may not seem like a lot of time, but trust me, it's plenty. If you don't give yourself a time limit, it can be very easy to get sucked in and stay on for an extensive period of time. Another effective strategy is to try to go a full day without using social media. Then try to go 2 days, then 3. As you gradually increase this time, it will seem easier and easier. You could also try using social media as a reward for completing a task. This way, you must accomplish something before mindlessly wasting your time. Now that I have given you many strategies to limit your social media use, let's review what has been discussed. Throughout this speech, I have explained the different types of social media, the negative effects that social media can have on a person's health, and many tips to help you limit your use of social media. I hope that I have shown you how harmful social media can be and convinced you to cut your usage down to a minimum.